I'm your host, T. Mitchell Bell, and we have in the studio today two-thirds Goat that have come from New York City to join us. Appalachian Roots Music, and introduce the band after they are finished with their first song. But you guys want to dig in and play something for us right away?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right,
This
great.
is an all-new song.
You have a title yet?
We just named it. It's called Band of Gold.
Okay, there you go.
Talk all you want. Sell it to them all. See if they respond. You see this fire in my eyes. To the fire you despise. That's not my fault. I know there's no gentle peace, baby. Justice can't be reached, baby. And if I lose some sort of respect, I must have lost my mind. 'Cause the nature of all things is that the diamond makes the ring. And I feel just like the band of gold you're setting on. I can stand just fine all night. Can you stand without me all alone? And if you disagree, tell me God's not in that tree. Does he disappear me? And if you're Simon Cowley once again, am I in the bottom of the bin? Well, if I am, will I still win? 'Cause I'm still free. 'Cause the crime depends on the judge, and the word depends on the grudge. And if I lose some sort of respect, I must have gone crazy. 'Cause the nature of all things is that the diamond makes the ring. And I feel just like a band of gold you're setting on. I can stand just fine all night long. Can you stand without me all alone? If I decide to give me where does that stone go? If the coroner quits his job, do we all live eternally? And if vision should someday fade, will memory be all perceived? Well, I call a stone a stone. I don't care how it's thrown. And if I lose some respect, I must have gone crazy. 'Cause the nature of all things is that the diamond makes the ring. And I feel just like a band of gold setting on. I can stay just fine all night. Can you stand without me all alone? If I decide to give way, where does that stone go?
Woohoo! It's hard for me to not just do stuff like that. I haven't heard that song, so
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's
It's
an
a
all new
freshly
one for
new
us.
new one, yeah. Just started
I think it's
a
my
few months
favorite.
ago.
Yeah, we didn't have a name for it until we got in the studio today.
Awesome. So I'm happy to be like part of the inaugural naming of the song
Right.
here at acousticSongs Live. If you just joined us, you're listening to acousticSongs Live from the WNJR studios at 91.7 FM in Washington, PA, and we stream live at WNJR.org. And we have Two-Thirds Goat in the studio today, which consists of Annalise McCoy and Ryan Dunn. And the other members, I'm going to let Annalise and Ryan introduce them and tell us a little bit about the band.
Okay, well, on fiddle today we have Ryan Guerra. He plays with us a lot and
played on our EP as well.
Yes, he played on our EP, which came out this summer. And we have Dustin Braley as well on harmonies. And we are all based out of Astoria, New York, which is right in Queens, just outside New York City. And we're sort of part of this collective called the Astoria Music Project. We sort of we help each other out, and we play and sing with each other, and help each other book gigs around the area. And a lot of us have branched out this year, touring in different places around the country. So yeah, this is
it's good. It's a supportive group, and Dustin has his own band, and he writes his own songs, and we sing harmony for him, and he plays piano sometimes for us, or he'll play electric guitar for us. Ryan as well plays electric guitar, piano, and the violin, and plays it in multiple bands that we that we're a part of, and kind of all a part of. We are lucky to have a very supportive group of musicians that we spend a lot of time with.
So tell me, I was looking over your bio here. I printed it out today and didn't get a chance to really. I should say that we were part of Appalachia Rising, and that was great. That was just what a day, huh? I mean,
It was,
weekend is. So
yeah, I only went down for the one day and stayed overnight, but what an amazing event. I pinched myself afterwards, being able to be involved in that. Have you ever done anything like that before?
Not really. I mean, I am from Eastern Kentucky, from the heart of coal country and mountaintop removal. Over 25% of my home county has been leveled by strip mining and mountaintop removal. I've been aware of it and speaking out against it a lot, but we had never been a part of something like Appalachia Rising before.
An actual protest march?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was into protesting more with the anti-war stuff back like 2001 time, but hadn't in many, many years, and definitely never been involved in planning as much as we were a part of this one, involved in the nitty-gritty every day, months leading up to it. There's so much work that I never knew went into it.
Yeah, I sort of helped to organize the music, and Ryan helped with all of the sound throughout the whole weekend and the day of action. So
yeah, I know. I was so. Marilyn Evans sent me an email, said, "Do you want to play?" I said, "What are you kidding?"
Yeah, right.
But what a great thing. And as far as mountaintop removal mining, could you explain to people what that is and what
Okay.
what people do?
Well, yeah, a lot of people don't know. Mountaintop removal is a form of strip mining, a form of coal mining, where the top of the mountain is it's removed. It's mostly explosives and machinery that's used, and they blast away the mountain, sometimes for as little as a 2-foot seam of coal. And the rest of the stuff that they can't use, it's not coal, is dumped into hollows, creating hollow fills, or valley fills, as they're known. And that process has buried about 2,000 miles of freshwater streams so far.
Mm-hmm. And I know that your dad, Mickey, is involved in what's Kentuckians for the Commonwealth?
Kentuckians for the Commonwealth, right. Yes, yeah.
And he wasn't he one of the folks that was arrested that day, or were you?
He was,
also?
yes, yeah. There was a civil disobedience that took place at Appalachia Rising, right in front of the White House, and he was the second person to be arrested, I think.
He was.
Yeah.
He had the letter to deliver to President Obama.
Yes, he did. Yeah, we had
awesome.
over 100 people arrested that day.
I wanted to do it, but I wasn't sure what that meant. I had to be home. I had to be home the next day because I'm kind of like the house husband musician, So I was like, if I'm arrested, like, how are my kids going to get to school?
You never know.
Yeah, they got lucky that day. It was pretty quick for them, but you never know. We had the same thought. We had to leave the next day, and kind of wanted to too, but
it's a scary thing to be arrested. It's such a brave thing to do because you're putting your life into. Someone else has control over you. It's just.
Yeah.
And you never really once you're in there, you lose kind of a bit of your freedom and your control over the situation. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like all your freedom. Huh?
Yeah.